Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and of the like. Thank you for joining in. Welcome all Mandela effectians. So I'm joined tonight with Sandy, Teresa, and we have a warm welcome back for MSE Man 31. Hey brother, how you doing?
I'm doing just fine. How y'all doing? How
Oh,
everybody doing in the community?
it's nice to see you again. Nice to have you back on the show.
Yeah.
So we have quite a few Mandela effects to cover tonight. Who would like to begin?
E-Man, did you bring anything with you?
You can present, right? E-Man?
E-Man?
Yeah. No. I'm just I'm sitting here thinking all the Mandela effects I've seen lately. I was I
Oh,
was
yeah.
I was watching
Sorry.
I was watching Demolition Man the other day, and I noticed that the character seemed like he got two eyes now, two different eye colors.
Yeah.
Have a blue and a blue eye now. And I always noticed that it was one color. And so I don't know if everybody else seen that or
Yeah, that's posted.
experienced the
It's
same thing.
posted. Rena's backstage, guys. Sorry, excuse me, E-Man. Get Rena backstage. Sorry, I
Oh,
interrupted you.
Rena, yeah, let's get her
There.
in here.
Sorry, E-Man.
No, you
There
good.
you
And
go.
so,
There she is.
Hey Rena, welcome.
Hey, Rena. Oh, okay, that was
We
fast.
lost her.
Rena.
E-Man, what were you saying? You were saying something about Demolition Man.
yeah, and so I remember watching that movie for a long time, and I don't really remember him having two different eye colors.
That was posted in my group.
Which guy?
Simon.
Res
Simon
respect.
looks like he have a blue eye and a brown eye now.
Exactly. That's, yep.
I'm looking at it now. I'll share a picture.
Look in the group too, because somebody posted it.
Oh yeah, you talking about Simon, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I don't remember it. I'm with you, E-Man. Hey, Rena. You got yourself muted, Brian.
Hey Rena.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Hey,
Hey,
welcome.
Rena. There you are.
Yeah, I got a free moment. So, yeah, come on in and say hi.
Hey, welcome.
Just look very odd.
Oh my God, no. Does
I
anybody
can
remember
see. I
that?
can see.
Rena, have you seen Demolition Man?
It's
Rena, are you
been a
there?
very long time since I've seen it.
Oh,
Can't say I remember, but so
You
he's got different
remember?
eyes now.
Yeah. Well, Simon Phoenix. I'm not sure if you can see the screen that the audience is looking at, but Simon Phoenix now has a blue eye and a brown eye.
Oh
yeah.
wow, that's unusual. It's more like a David Bowie or something.
Wow. You know,
That's new.
speaking of movies, I was watching Back to the Future trilogy, which I normally do this time of the year. I was watching it with my son and daughter the other night, and I couldn't help but notice Marty in the third movie says, "Hi ho, Silver," just
Oh, he
before
does.
he just before he races with his car at 88 miles per hour into the movie screen with the Indians.
Mm.
So yeah, I love finding residue like that. Not even trying, but it's just there. You can't you can't
Oh, I know what
unsee it.
you're talking about. Yeah, when he goes into the screen.
Yeah. So in case
Yeah,
you guys
he
are
says hi
wondering,
ho silver.
what'd you say, Teresa?
He says hi ho silver, Doc, or
No,
Marty.
Marty says hi ho Silver. Just when he's in the car racing
No
with the
way.
movie screen at 88 miles an hour.
And that's
Mm.
bizarre of me posting what I posted about an hour or two ago. Getting really weird.
Yeah, it was like within an hour. I didn't even know you posted something about Hi Ho Silver. That was just too coincidental.
I did. No luck. I'm not even kidding. I was watching Laverne and Shirley, and she had adopted a horse. I guess the horse was old, and she didn't want it to go out to pasture. And Laverne's father came in, and he didn't want the horse to be there, but then he said to the horse, like, "Hi ho, Silver," like, "get out of here." And he said, "Hi ho, Silver." So I went back and I found it in YouTube, and then I found the actual scene, and then I posted it in the group, which is really weird because I had Laverne early on earlier. There's no way that Brian and I knew each other looking for Hi ho, Silver residue within an hour, a couple hours of each other. It's just too bizarre. Like, if you go look at my group, you'll see it. I'm a little trippy about this. Out of all the freaking different Mandela effects, Brian and I did it again. I'm not even kidding. It's just tripping me out. Neither one didn't even know what each one was doing. I'm not even kidding. Trippy, huh, Nina?
That's pretty crazy.
I know. That's synchronicity at work, guys. Seriously, synchronicity. They're crazy.
I want to do a couple of shout outs. We got some new viewers out there who just joined us. We have Tobin. Hi, Tobin. My mother's out there. Hi, is it the Light God Sea Warrior? Hi, how are you doing? Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Preliminal. Good to have you back. Yep, my dad's even in there this time. Hey, Dad.
Hey, Tom. Tom, is that his name?
Yep, he's in the chat.
You know two Toms, don't you?
Whoa, my neighbor's in the chat too. Hi, Lori. Good to see you.
Hey, welcome. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome.
So what's on your mind, Rena?
Yeah, I know you got some good stuff, girl.
You always have good stuff on your
Yeah,
channel.
come on, Rena. Bring it on, girl.
I don't know. I just find dumb stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, that's different. And I don't know. I thought maybe you guys had covered this. I can't screen share, unfortunately, because I'm mobile. But if you guys want to look it up, you can. I don't know if anyone's reported it, but it came up in my feed one day, and I was like, so it's called, I think it's the Yellowstone rainbow. It's like a hot spring, and it's just really pretty rainbow colors, really vibrant. I was like, that sounds like something Sandy would like to talk about, and she said he hadn't seen it, so I don't know.
Is it a rainbow pool?
I have pictures. I did look it up after you mentioned it, and oh my gosh, I can send the pictures to Brian.
Oh, that would be cool.
Send those to me, and I'll share them with the audience.
Okay.
It's pretty. I don't know if it's an effect, but I was just like, wow, that's really vibrant colors. I don't know.
There you go, Brian. There's 4 pictures for you.
Okay.
Yeah, Rena, that's a nice find. They are insane. Insane.
Wow, it's so graphic.
It doesn't look real.
They never do. They never do look real.
It's like it's painted. Somebody painted it, like Bob Ross or somebody painted it.
Yeah.
Hey, I see. What'd you say, Teresa?
I can't see it. It's not on my screen.
I'm gonna share my screen.
It yet.
Oh, okay.
Our pal Dean Johnson is here in the chat. Hey, Dean, welcome.
Hey, welcome, Dean.
Thank you for posting Bible quotes, by the way. I hope you keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Yes, thank you. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Nina, you found that?
Man, it looks like it's painted.
How is that possible? It's like it's on the water, but it's like you see the rainbow colors. Roy G. Biv, and that's at Yellowstone.
That look like a
Yes.
painting.
Yeah, she said it was at Yellowstone. It's gorgeous.
That's real? No way.
Has anyone ever seen it that's been here? I've never been there, so I don't know. But wow.
Are those all the little people? I guess so. Yeah, look at that
So
rainbow
weird.
pool. And look how tiny these little people standing up right here
Oh, I'm
are.
over there in the corner. No, I'm not. I'm just joking.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's a
Is it
great
like
find,
all
Rena.
the time? Like, is it like that all the time, the way it looks?
I mean, the way I'm seeing it, the trees and the sky do not look oversaturated. It does not look like it's Photoshop. From all the images I saw online, they all look like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's why I thought it was a Photoshop too, but then these days you're like, oh, it's not a Photoshop. Okay.
I have a question. Did you try to go to Google Images and see if you
Yeah.
can drive there and see if you can see it that way? You know, because they got the little 3D thing.
I'm looking. It's
I googled rainbow hot springs of Yellowstone, and they're all rainbow, like that.
No
All the
way.
pictures. Some are brighter
Wow.
than others. Some.
Yeah.
It,
It says
it's
the
crazy.
iconic. It's iconic. That's what it says. The iconic image of Yellowstone is an expansive spring with rainbow-like colors radiating from its center, dominated by a fiery orange hue at its edges, hiding out in the park's hot springs, where temperatures are high enough to blister your skin and as acidic as liquid in a car battery. Yeah, wonderful. That's
Wow.
do not touch.
I do
Here
not
we
touch
go.
real.
E-Man. What do you
I
think
have
about
another
that?
picture. Brian, look
No.
at this one. It's
What do you
the
think about
rainbow
that,
one
E-Man?
next to a plain blue one, so you can see it's not enhanced.
I couldn't go there. And when they start talking about hotter than acid, I mean, and you got people around there like that. Like, you know, I don't see no fences.
And the official name of it is the Grand Prismatic Spring.
Wow.
And then nearby is the Midway Geyser Basin, which is the smaller one. But the big one is the Grand Prismatic Spring. But you can see
Has anybody in our chat been to Yellowstone Park who can talk about this? Maybe mention it in the chat if you've been there. We'd love to hear from you.
It almost looks like it's been created. Man, it looks like they just created it and just threw some dye in the water.
It does. It's like
know,
food
right?
coloring.
The crazy part is the drawings of it are not rainbow. Like I have a drawing
What?
of it where it's not rainbow, but then the photographs are rainbow. Do you see that, Brian? I just sent you a side by side,
That's weird.
a drawing versus a photograph,
Oh wow!
and then
It's not
there's
even
this
matching
one
up then.
without color. So I have no idea what's going on here.
Wow.
I see that.
Let's do the drawing. Oh
See,
wow.
there's the drawing. The drawing doesn't have the rainbow colors like the other. Yes.
Oh wow.
But the photograph has the rainbow colors. Look at it. Look at the next image. Look.
Yeah, that's a lot more vibrant. Wow.
I mean, it's something
Oh,
that
wow.
you should be able to see from Google Earth. And anybody check the
Yeah.
Google Earth images?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at it right now. Hold on. I'm going right now. I was already ahead of you.
And by the way, everyone, happy Thanksgiving to those of you out there who spend time with your families. I know it's been real rough with the coronavirus, but yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Oh, it's rainbow, all right. I'm sending you a screenshot.
Let me see.
Give me a minute. Here we go.
Wow.
Here's a screenshot of Google Earth for you to share. There you go.
What is up with rainbows everywhere, guys? What do you guys think about that message of rainbows?
Well,
I mean,
I ain't gonna
we
even
have
Cause I think that got double meaning. I think it got double meaning, man.
Hi, Sarah. Good to see you. Hi,
And
John.
I was just talking to
Who?
some people, and I believe the rainbow colors are really popping up everywhere.
Like crazy, yeah.
And it's just exploding more. And I think it just got double meaning.
Wow.
You got the rainbow bird.
I think it's a message.
How you gonna have a rainbow bird? Come on, that bird.
Yeah, don't forget we got Rainbow Mountains.
Yeah.
We got rainbow
Yeah.
trees.
It's like it's like they taking God's symbol and just doing whatever they want to do with it. And it may just be a sign from God. I don't know, but I know it's more than just happenstance. It's just popping up every.
Brian,
Yeah.
the folder out of the Rainbow Mountains. I have a folder where I have 9 new ones that we're going to be discussing tonight.
Yes. Let's talk about these 9 new Mandela effects.
Oh, wow.
So we have one to talk about with Roanoke. Is that right? Roanoke, Virginia.
Yeah, if you want to talk about Roanoke, yours is there too, right underneath it.
Okay, so which one do you want me to talk about first?
Do yours first.
Which one? Can you point it out to me?
Yeah, give me 1 minute. It's the one that says Brian, Thanksgiving.
All right, yeah. Let's cover Thanksgiving. Okay. Here it is, folks. All right, so this one, what was the most abundant main course at the first Thanksgiving meal with the colonists and the Native Americans? I'll give you a hint. It wasn't turkey. While wild turkey was most likely served, the main course was actually a fish and shellfish.
And eel.
And eel?
And eel.
Well, but you see,
Gross.
most people depict Thanksgiving with the turkey as the main course. And not to mention, should I talk about the pilgrims' hats?
Well, that's a different folder.
Okay.
I know you probably covered this while we on the Thanksgiving thing. And, I think I covered this years ago. I know we're a week. I believe we're a week behind. I mean, I remember Thanksgiving on the third Thursday. I don't remember it so close to Christmas.
Really?
Yeah. And that's exactly what Dean just put in the chat. Yeah, that was covered a while ago. You're right.
Yeah, I know that's a lot of people really have a strong memory of it being the third Thursday. Like for me, it was always the fourth Thursday. It was the last Thursday in the month. But I hear you there.
I agree with you, E-Man.
Rena, what do you remember Thanksgiving?
It's
you
all
found the
goofed up for
folder.
me. It really is. I thought it was sooner, but it's like way later. Like even this year, I was like, it feels really strange. And so I was like trying to figure out which days throughout history, which years that Thanksgiving is on. Sometimes it's like on the 22nd. And I'm just like, this is really messed up for me. I remember being way more consistent.
Yeah, it was. I remember some years it was like the 20th or the 21st.
And that would be the third Thursday. I mean, that wouldn't be the fourth Thursday. But in the history book, it says always been on the fourth Thursday.
So this next one we're going to talk about is the shape of the pilgrim hat. Rena, do you have a visual on what we're looking at right now? Could you describe a pilgrim hat? What does a pilgrim hat look like to you?
The first one? I don't like the second one. I don't know about that. It looks too high.
Right, that look like one of them. That look like one of them elf hats. The second one.
Yeah, the second one kind of does. Do you remember a buckle or no buckle on the hat?
Definitely buckle. Buckle, buckle,
And
buckle.
shoes.
Okay, in other words, do you remember it like this in that first picture with the buckle or without on the second one?
All buckles. All
Yeah,
buckles.
buckles. Yeah.
Sarah says first one. Guys,
Okay,
feel free
Sarah.
to chime in the chat because right now we're looking at residue of the buckles because now there's no buckles anywhere. Not on the shoes, not on the belt, not on the hat.
That's ridiculous.
And check out these pointy, tall hats, guys. The
I
answer is
swear,
number 2. The hats
man.
are number 2, not 1, like everybody remembers.
Wow.
I swear. But the only thing they need is a one. They'd be in the Harry Potter show.
We've
And
been lied to.
the craziest part is that women sometimes wear the hats now too.
Oh, you're telling me they no, they didn't. They wore bonnets.
I know. Now they also wear hats. So guys, green background is residue. Red is how it is now. So now,
Okay, yeah. In case you guys don't know that, green is residue.
So this is how it is now. What you're looking at is how it is now. These really tall, weird hats.
No, it wasn't like that.
And there's a woman wearing them. Women wearing them. Look.
It's like a witch hat. Goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It does.
like they could just go in and get a one and be in Harry Potter. Real
That's just so weird. No, they wore bonnets.
No, none on the shoe. And the buckles are completely gone. They had lace up leather. There were no buckles on the belts, hats, or shoes. Just laced up leather shoes.
You know what this Mandela effect reminds me of, Sandy?
What? What's that?
The Vikings. How the Vikings they never had horns on their helmet.
Yep.
Yes.
And I know they have horns.
Busy told me to check the mouse on the Mayflower, and their hats are tall and pointy too. They have the buckles, but their hats are too tall and pointy now.
Yeah, it is too tall. You're right. So, Rena, is that what you remember, or do you remember more of the short hat?
I remember exactly like you guys, the shorter hat and all the buckles.
Same.
Oh, wow. So somebody drew it. That's residue right there.
Yep. Someone drew it.
Wow. That's awesome. Are there any more Thanksgiving? Are there any more Thanksgiving ones? What were you saying, Rena?
Oh, just great finds on this.
Thank you. Roanoke is the closest thing to it has to do with the colonists, not so much Thanksgiving, but that would be the lost colony of Roanoke. That'd be the last one that has anything to do with history.
Yeah, I figured we get them all grouped up together. So many things about the lost colony of Roanoke has changed for me.
That's just showing you where it was compared to Jamestown.
Question 1. What was the carved message or messages?
So when the colony disappeared, legend has it, they left a message or messages. What do you guys remember it being? If you remember anything. When I presented this on Curious's channel, no one had any idea. I think one person knew what I was talking about, and I'm shocked. Like, I've known this story since I was a kid. They taught this to us in history class. Does anyone know about the lost colony of Roanoke in the chat? Do you guys know? Rena, E-Man, do you know anything about the lost colony of Roanoke?
I have no idea. I've
I didn't
never
know.
heard of them.
I should have been paying attention to England to history because I was asleep. 'Cause I still don't know this.
See, I was always really good at history. I loved history class. All right, so I'm not seeing anything in the chat. Actually, wait, let me switch it. It's on top chat. I'm switching the live. Okay, so like God Sea Warrior says, I've read about it. Do you remember about any messages that were left behind? Hey,
Like,
Casey.
it was a carving?
Yes, but what did it say and where was it carved? Any idea, Brian?
No, I could give you a really funny answer, but I don't know the answer.
It's okay. All right. I'm going to put everybody out of their misery. So you're not going to know the rest of this. I'm just going to talk about it as we go through it. So in my past, the colony disappeared, and the only thing that was left behind, carved into a tree, was Croatoan. And like God Sea Warrior says, I think it was Croatia or something. So he's reaching for Croatoan. So there you go. Croatoan. That is what was left carved into a tree. And that was the only trace left by the colony. And it was, like I said, carved into a tree. In this reality, you can go on now because that's just talking about the tree. I was looking for people to say a tree at that point.
Okay.
But in this reality, it's not carved into a tree. It's carved into a post. And CRO is carved into a tree. So there's two messages, not one. The original message moved from a tree to a post. And the second message is now carved in the tree. And these stones never existed. These are Eleanor Dare's tablets explaining what happened to the colony. And basically there was a virus that killed a lot of the colonists, and the rest escaped to a local native tribe. They went with the natives to a new location. And Virginia Dare was the first American. She was born, like, the first American of the colonists born here. And she's mentioned in these tablets as going to the other location. So these stone tablets never existed in my past. In my past, it was always a mystery. They had no idea what happened to them, and now it's solved. And at the time that I made this presentation last year, I covered this originally in August of 2019. We lost Teresa, by the way, so keep an eye out for her.
Okay.
At the time that I found this in August of 2019, they were questioning the authenticity of these stone tablets, but they've since been authenticated. So they are authentic.
Well, my
Hey,
dad
Brian
was
Staley.
saying. My dad was saying he visited Plymouth Rock as a child, and he saw the rock with 1620 engraved on it.
Well, yeah. This is in North Carolina. But yeah, the whole history of it changed for me. There was only one message, Croatoan, and now it's Croatoan and Crow, CRO. Crow is on the tree instead of Croatoan, and Croatoan's on a post instead of the tree. And now these stone tablets solve the mystery. They are literally like an ancient artifact manuscripts.
Hmm.
It sounds like
That's
to me.
crazy.
So, whole
So
history's changed, right?
it looks like there's some residue you've got here, Sandy. Is that right? You've got
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's
Crow.
Croatoan on the tree like it's supposed to be, not on a post. See, like God Sea Warrior says, there's a Stephen King book and movie called Perfect Storm that refers to Lost Colony as a mystery too. But now the Dare tablets solve the mystery. And like I said, I wrote here which haven't been confirmed to be authentic, but they since have been confirmed. They are authentic.
Wow. So I see what you're saying. It's Crow is on the tree, not
Yeah.
Croatoan.
And you can see the post to the left in the middle image that says Croatoan. That's wrong. There was only one message, nothing else. They had no idea what happened to them. The one message was Croatoan. It was carved on the tree. And now Croatoan's on a post and Crow is on the tree.
Now you found this one?
Yeah.
How did you find it?
2019. Accident?
What?
How do I find anything? It's always by accident. It's always by accident.
They say when it's your calling, they find you.
I love your graphic here, Sandy. Croatoan viral outbreak survivor case closed.
So
Wow.
I have a question. I know we've been in me for quite some time. If you would put a percentage on it, do you see the ME slowing or progressing or slowing down? Like is it up 20%, down 20%, or up 100%? I'm talking about
Oh
the
no, see,
mass.
here's the thing. The Mandela effect is constant. It doesn't stop. It's just whether or not we notice them. That's how I see it. Everything has changed. It's whether or not we notice the change.
Okay, so it's a
Because
consistent. Okay.
I
Well,
think it's consistent. I think like at times it can seem slower than other times, but it's always happening. It doesn't stop. There's like no stop to it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think
Yeah,
it's
it's
slowing
constant
down. I
for
mean,
me
this
too.
week, I like 3 hours worth of content this week.
mm,
Like each week we're presenting. I mean, granted, we're talking about like little things too, not all huge effects, but there's things changing all around us at all times that we see. And we're finding at least like 5 to 10 things per week. Whether or not it's big or not, that's the thing.
well, I always say, I tell people all the time, you move one thing out of its place, and it makes the whole thing unstable. A lot of people say, well, it's just a little small thing. That little toe on your feet is a small thing, but you remove that, you'll feel the unbalance.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly like that's what like you were saying, like with the Demolition Man with the eyes being different colors, or like Bam Bam's club is green and not brown now. They're little changes, yes,
Wait a minute, what?
but
Hold on,
they're
wait.
wrong.
Not
They're still
brown.
wrong. Yeah, it's green
Did you
now.
say that green? You
I
talking
covered
about
that on Brian's show long time ago.
the Flintstone Bam Bam thing is green now.
Yeah, it's green.
Lord Jesus.
Wait, the Flintstone what?
The
Brian, we
Bam,
covered this on your show.
I know what's green?
Bam Bam's Club.
I remember something about it. That maybe Bam Bam with 2 M's. Doesn't he have
It's
2
from
M's in
March
his name
9th.
now?
It's from March 9th, 2019. And it's before I did graphics. And it's got residue. Here, let me send you a screenshot of Cocoa Pebbles.
I know it was brown. Green didn't look right.
I don't remember covering that.
This is like the worst residue ever. Oh my god. Hold on for a minute.
Hang on.
And that's why I said, look.
Screen again.
I got a Flintstones one.
It's like this pukey green color. Hold on for a minute. I'm gonna get an image of the TV series.
I always remembered it being brown.
Me too. That was it. Green.
What?
There is still images of it brown, but a lot of them are this pukey, weird green color. I'm trying to get scenes from the TV series. Here we go. Here's one. So you can see it's not just like people drawing it that way. It's actually like that in the show. Here you go, Brian. Instead of trying to find the folder because it's old, I'm going to send you pictures. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, first I'm going to send you the horrible, horrible residue that I have. It's only 2 images. You can show people. I mean, it's like blurry, hard to see residue. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, then I'm going to send you drawings of how it is now, and then 2 scenes from the TV series. I sent it to you twice by accident. I'm sorry. So here's brown, like I remember. Brown, like I remember. Okay, and now this is how it is now.
Hey, pulling that up now. There we go.
So that pukey green color,
Nah,
I don't remember. There it is, darker. Now these are just drawings, yes, but we're gonna get to the scenes from the TV series in a second. There you go. That's on the in the cartoon. Look how dark green that is.
And when did Fred start wearing a purple shirt?
That's not Fred. So yeah, it's green now. It's not brown. We covered that back in March of 2019. Been
Almost
there all
2
this
years
time.
ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that supposed to be like green wood, or is it like that doesn't seem right?
Well, it doesn't look right. He just went and got.
Preliminal says there was never a green club. He watched that show after school in the 70s.
I agree with you.
I was watching Flintstone, but I ain't watched the Bam Bam part. Bam, bam.
Mm-hmm.
Bam,
Do you guys
bam.
remember the theme song to it? Tamacon found a weird one. So it goes like, Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. They're blank modern Stone Age family. What is the blank there for you guys? Just curious.
Is there a place right out of modern history or something like that?
No. They're a modern Stone Age family.
Yeah, they're a modern Stone Age family. Yeah, isn't that right?
Yeah. Well, for me it was. It's definitely the now. They're the modern Stone Age family. It sounds so weird. I don't know. It's just a dumb little thing. Yeah.
They're the modern Stone Age family now.
Yup. Just them.
Can I play,
no, it was A for me.
Clip from that?
Huh?
Can I play a clip from that so that we can hear it maybe?
If you want to risk it, go for it. You might get away with it playing it slower or faster.
Yeah, you're right.
It
It
is
says
the.
duh. Let
Yeah.
me see if I can slow it down. No,
Wow.
it was A. Now it's the.
Nice
Dumb.
find, Comic-Con.
How did
Yeah.
Comic-Con found that?
Yeah.
What
We were
the
looking
heck,
at the song,
guys?
and
Did I
yeah,
just
it's
They're the Modern Stone Age family. No, it was they're a Modern Stone Age family.
Oh my God! Did I just say that?
Yeah, it was the. I think you might have found
No,
a
is that
brand
what
new
we're saying
Mandela effect.
now? The?
Comic-Con.
I don't remember the. It was right? A.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they're
Oh my God! That sounds
one or two, what no
good
duck.
fun, guys.
darn Flintstones, always changing.
yeah, they're the ones that keep changing back and forth between Flynn and Flint.
Flint and Flint.
That's the thing. Once something changes, it tends to keep changing.
Yep. Keep
Hey,
changing.
Sandy, you got another historical Mandela effect that we need to talk about.
Oh yeah, this is Teresa's.
Go ahead, you read it, Sandy. I'm just sitting back. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Brian.
All right, credit goes to Teresa Lynch. We all know who Paul Revere was, but did you know there was also a woman who warned of the British coming?
Now that's someone pointed it out last night. I completely forgot that it's also a Mandela effect that Paul Revere never
Yes,
said the British are coming.
I heard he never actually said that.
Right. Well,
Which
now someone did, and it's not Paul Revere. It's Sybil Ludington that Teresa found. And then I found an issue with her name while researching Teresa's Mandela effect. So go on,
Oh,
Brian.
it's like
You can
a
read.
comedy show. That's funny.
Sybil Ludington at just 16 made an all-night horseback ride to alert militia forces in Putnam County, New York, and Danbury, Connecticut that the British were coming. We've never heard of this. We've never heard of her. Wow.
Has anyone in the chat ever heard of her? Hey, Scrappy. You
Well,
guys ever heard of a 16-year-old girl warning that the British are coming?
Oh, I see that. Yeah, her name isn't consistent.
No, it's not. On her
Sometimes
gravestone, it's Sibbell. But they keep spelling it Sybil. And it's also been known to be spelled Sibel and Cybil. So there's like 5 different spellings of her name. Which is a little shifty to me. I don't understand that.
That's hilarious.
there's even a statue dedicated to her, right?
There's a statue, there's plaques, there's movies. I don't understand how we've never heard of her.
April 26th, 1777.
There's photographs of her, paintings.
I like the Jack Links.
Yeah, there's a
Which
Jack
one?
Links commercial. There's a commercial of her.
Yeah, but you just said Jack's Links because that's what I remember. It was Jack's Links, and now it's Jack Links's.
Yeah.
That's an older Emmy.
But how have we never heard of this girl? She even has a commercial. Like, that's crazy to me.
Oh my goodness. So, how did you come across that one, Teresa?
Teresa? She's muted. Teresa?
Yes, I'm
How
still
did you-
here.
How did you find Sybil?
Accidentally in a history a history group about history.
Really? It was bad history?
Yeah.
Mhm. Teresa just she's like a magnet. They just come.
It was about history, and I saw it, and I said, no, that's not right. And then I saved it for Sandy.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
just
my
like,
mom.
something's wrong.
This next one,
I,
my mom.
I kind of,
Huh?
because in history, I was always taught that it was him writing, writing, saying the British is coming, the British is coming. And that's what I was taught throughout school. And when I was looking at this history group about, different historical events, I saw this and I said, no, that's not right. And then I saved it and then told Sandy about it, and she was triggered, and then she found more information, other Mandela effects related to my Mandela effect, which always happens to us. I'll find something, and then I'll open Pandora's box for her, and then she ends up finding Mandela effect off of my Mandela effect. Does that sound right, Sandy?
Yes. Always.
It happens to us all the time. Like, seriously, almost every time. I find something, she'll find something right off of mine.
Well, you know what's funny,
Kidding.
Teresa?
That mean y'all help us one to another.
And it's not just Teresa. Like one of the folders that we covered that's here
Mhm.
by Sakis Teresis. He found something in The Exorcist, and then I found something else.
Yeah,
It
that happens to Sandy a lot.
I always find other things involved with something that other people find. It's weird.
It's so bizarre. It's like it's what's the word, Sandy? I'm looking for a word.
Y'all meant to be together.
I would have said synchronicity.
meant to be a team together. What they call it?
Yeah,
Uh, they say
teamwork.
certain people just meant to work together.
We yeah, we're just linked together. That's the only thing I can say.
Yeah.
Linked. Yeah.
Hey guys,
This
thanks
next
for having
one.
me on. I gotta run for now, but I'll be watching in the background.
Oh, Rena.
I know.
All
All
right.
You have to go.
We'll see
Bye
you in
guys,
the
great
chat.
find. All right,
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you, Rena, for
thanks for
coming.
having me. Bye.
Thank you.
Good
Keep in
Have
touch.
a great night, Rena.
Good night,
night,
Rena.
Rena.
Hey guys, this next one, a lot of you should know. Late fitness expert and juicer Jack L blank. What was his name?
What's that noise? Guys?
Hello? I
There we
think it's
go.
gone.
Okay. It was probably the wind. I think Rena was outside.
All right, so does anybody remember this guy, famous juicer? Jack
I'm gonna tell
somebody.
we're gonna tell
Let's
you his
check the
last
chat.
name. It was
Hang
Jack
on, don't.
LaLanne.
Lelaine.
But how do you spell LaLanne?
How do you spell Lelaine?
Oh.
My mom should know this one because she has a juicer.
But is it a Jack LaLanne juicer?
It is. It is a Jack LaLanne.
Oh, okay. I used to have a Jack LaLanne juicer growing up. I would say it was about 1992, based on where I was living. And
Look, my mom posted in the chat, Jack LaLanne, just like that. You see it?
I see it. I never added the residue. I don't have any residue of this spelling. I do. It's just not in the folder. I'll send you some of the residue. There's two different spellings for it that I can say, okay, that's fine. But the way it's spelled now, I can't no. The way
Look,
it's
the way
spelled
it's
now,
spelled.
it's
Mom,
Lilani.
you're gonna freak out. You're gonna freak out because now it's LaLanne.
Lilani.
LaLanne.
It is not that.
LaLanne.
I'm going to send you the residue for Lilane when you're done.
Well, I'm curious. I want to look it up for myself.
Okay.
Not that I don't believe you or anything, but I want to look it up.
That's fine.
Oh, look at Google trying to correct me. Yep, you're right. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brian,
Yep,
are you using your computer? Ain't you?
I am.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say because
Yeah,
I know that I don't know if they fixed that glitch, but it's a glitch in a browser that you get on Android. It's called the Dolphin browser, and when you type it in, just like you was doing with a couple of letters, it tell you exactly what it's supposed to be, what we
yep.
used to remember. And it was different from Google. Google done patched up their hole.
I'm wondering what my mother has to say about this one.
Brian, Brian, I'm sending you the residue for La Lane instead of AINE. Just LANE.
Okay.
Matter of
I'm
fact, let
sending
me.
because I forgot to put it in the folder.
I'm gonna download that browser now. I'm gonna see if it's still if they fix it.
Which one? Dolphin?
Yeah,
All right.
that they.
There you go. There's 4 of them.
Rena said sorry for the background sound. It was her headphones. No worries, Rena.
Did you get him, Brian?
Yep, I got him. I'm going to go ahead and present them. All right, so there's one from the Fruit Guys, Jack LaLanne, LALANE, and you see at the bottom it's changed to the way it is now.
Mm-hmm. Teresa found these. Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you, Teresa. Jack LaLanne.
It's blurry, but it says La Lane,
Yeah,
not
and this
Lanny.
one too.
Mm-hmm.
That's so weird. When did it change? I wonder.
I don't know. I just came across it. I was actually looking for the juicer that I had when I was a kid, a teenager, and that's how I found this one. Looking for the juicer.
Which is funny because I swear I just bought this. There was a couple that passed away, and they had like a auction or a sell off. They were selling everything in their home, and I ended up buying a Jack LaLanne juicer.
Mm-hmm. Now that's LA. Some people
LA.
remember it INE or
Yes, some
IN,
people remember INE.
which is fine, but not Lanny. Not 2 N's. That's wrong.
Nope, not my reality. We ought to call our show not in our reality. All right, so what's next, Sandy?
Whatever you want. There's a ton of folders there. You want to do the Rainbow Mountains? It's huge though. It's huge. It's move fast. It's like a 30. There's 30 images in there. If you want to cover it, move fast.
That's fine. Is this an older Emmy?
No. No. I just found 9 new places.
Really?
Yeah.
So not just the Rainbow Mountains of Peru.
I mean, that
No,
just looks.
and not
Oh,
it's not
Jesus.
just the Rainbow Mountains of Peru. I think it was Layered Life who found the ones in China. I found ones in Oregon, and now I found 9 more. So you'll see that the one on the right is Peru. The painted hills of Oregon is the bottom left, and the top left is, I can't pronounce it, it's in China. Those are 3 that we knew about in the community already.
And these aren't like photoshopped or anything. These are
The one on the right is enhanced.
okay.
But it doesn't matter because we're not talking about them. We're talking about these. And that purplish one is enhanced. But you're going to see it regular coming up.
It's like somebody colored it with crayons.
Yeah, it's so bright. Ooh.
But that's not the point. This is just like a splash screen. These are real images. And like the disclaimer I gave before, 1 or 2 enhanced ones may have gotten through, but a lot of these are from Alame and Getty Images. Like I made sure to verify this is what they really look like.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that's good that you fact checked it.
Yeah.
But I was also looking at like the Grand Canyon. We all know that there are different colors in the Grand Canyon. That has to do with layers of sedimentary or sedimentary
right, and
layers.
this is also sands, and this is also made of sandstone, so it literally changes color. That's what the words below it say. It literally changes color with lighting and humidity, and like if it's sunset, sunrise, you're gonna have different colors.
Oh my goodness!
So right now you're at Vermilion National Park, which spans Arizona and Utah, and this is the wave. And you can see those colors. They're all natural colors there. It's just the lighting changes and it changes the colors.
Oh, the lighting changes the colors.
Yeah, the lighting and if it's wet, it gets darker if there's a lot of humidity.
Yeah, you're right. Look at that.
Surprising, these mountains, these hills, they just look so symmetrical. I mean, they not like jagged. It's almost like a carving.
Yeah, they are. They look like they're carved. It's crazy. That's called the wave. And now, this is also Vermilion National Park. We're looking at the Pariah River Gorge and trying to remember the name. You got to zoom out so I can see the words. There you go. The Pariah River Gorge and Canyon. There you go. And again, they change color based on shadow, light, humidity, and the multicolor mountain. I have more images of the mountain so you can see it changing color.
I think my Windows 7, or not Windows 7, my Windows 10 computer changes screens with these screensavers. I want to say.
It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
But like God Sea Warrior says, I remember CERN saying they found a rainbow dimension in like 2015, 2016. Then all of these things started appearing. Hey, Esther.
You see how symmetrical them. I mean, you think it wouldn't
I gotta
be that.
explain what we're looking at. Stay here, Brian. Go on, E-Man. I didn't want
Go
Brian
ahead,
to leave
E-Man.
this screen.
Go ahead, E-Man.
Right, you see how symmetrical them lines are. It's almost like somebody just painted the rock. It's not like out of place. You wouldn't think that it would be that straight. I mean, how could you get it that straight? I mean, maybe it's just because we're looking at it from a distance, but that looked just like too perfect.
Well, they're layers of sediment, like over millennia. But what you're looking at here is on the left, it is enhanced. On the right are the actual colors. So you can see the difference. There's still rainbow colors there, but they're nowhere near as purple and blue. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to show you the difference between an enhanced photo and the natural color.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah.
So which one is enhanced?
Which one do you think is enhanced?
Probably the one on the left.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the one on the right better anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
The colors are they really can be that vibrant depending on the lighting. But not as not as rainbow as that enhanced one.
I wish
Hey
I could get a
Esther,
close up.
you can catch up on the stuff you missed when you went to sleep.
Hey, Esther. Yeah, so what are we looking at here? What's in this bottom left one?
That's that same mountain, just at sunrise or sunset. I can't remember.
You see what I'm saying, Brian? You see
It looks like it was carved.
right? You see what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially where the white and the brown interrupt each other. It looks like it's just straight across. It has no it's like uniformly, however you say that word. It's got a uniform look to it all the way across, even with the break in between. When you go to the next rock, it just continues. It just looks like somebody painted it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense how it would maintain that
That's
level, that degree of levelness. What do you call that?
right. It's a straight line.
That's amazing.
And this is nothing yet. We're only at like number 3. So this is the Bryce Canyon, and these really look carved. Look at this. They look like teeth.
I think I seen somebody. I think that was Teresa. Y'all had some shoes out of teeth. I mean, what the?
Yeah, Teresa posted that today, didn't she?
I
What
mean,
was it? What was it she posted?
some shoes with teeth that they made the sole out of teeth.
Well, I think they're out of fake teeth, but still,
Well, it looks like teeth, but man,
yeah, it looks like teeth, but it's creepy. They're a pair. It looks like a pair of Doc Martens with teeth all along the bottom for the sole.
Sandy got grossed out.
Yeah. Ugh. Hey, Fiverr. You missed Rena. Rena made an appearance, and then she had to go.
No. He's not Fiverr. He's Fixer.
What? All right, so now we're at the Aladaglar Mountains in Iran, and there is some rainbow, but depending on the section of the mountains you're at, whether you're in the foothills or they look different. You're going to see different images of it. It's like the Grand Canyon, like you were saying.
Oh my God, you're right.
Different colors. Yeah, there's different colors and patterns depending on what section you're at.
That is so weird.
it's almost like a some kind of laser or something they use. Cause you have to be take so long to do that.
And are these two different places?
Oh yeah, that's another thing. There's now 2 locations in Peru with rainbow mountains. The one that Moneybags found is the top one, the Vinicunca, and the ones we're going to talk about today are the Palcoyo. Palcoyo, I think it's pronounced Palcoyo. Mm-hmm. So Moneybags found the first ones, but these are the Palcoyo, the alternative rainbow mountains. They're actually advertised as the alternative rainbow mountains to tell tourists, like, maybe go to these instead. It's less, touristy. There's less people there, and they're just as nice. But they're also in Peru. And this one is known for the big red patches that you're seeing. That's unique to this mountain range as opposed to the other rainbow mountains in Peru. And these are not enhanced colors. These are the colors.
I wonder what makes those colors like that.
Sediments, minerals. Okay, now we're in Africa at Mauritius. Mauritius, Africa. 7 colored earth, and I forget the name. It's a long name. Something Valley des Couleurs. La Valley des Couleurs, I think. This is
Let
the
me go
actual
back
color
one.
of the dirt. The dirt is actually rainbow. It's not a mountain. These are like, it's just the dirt. The dirt,
Oh,
and depending on the lighting, it can look very pastel or very vibrant.
I see that. You guys see that?
You know, I've noticed. I believe I don't know what's causing it, but I see what they call it a correlation between all of them. They seem to all have a um, purplish violet kind of color in all of them.
Yeah, but
Especially,
this one
especially
has more blue. This one is also in Mauritius. It's the La Valley des Couleurs Nature Park. This one was just recently discovered, and what I did was I took the next slide, the two on the side on the next slide. You're going to be able to see the color change based on lighting. So if you go to the next slide, I'm going to show it to you because this is from a video. So when the clouds, can you zoom in on the 2 blue ones on the left?
that's not
So
water.
no, that's not water. That's the dirt. On the top, you see how it's darker blue? That's a cloud over the area. And as the cloud goes away, the dark blue becomes super light blue. That's how much light affects the color of the dirt. And the craziest part about this is if you take a shovel and mix the colors up and put them like in a pail or like a glass jar, eventually the colors will re-separate into the colors. So like if you mix up purple, yellow, and blue, eventually it'll separate again into purple, yellow, and blue.
No way.
And they don't know why it happens.
So
Or
we got
how.
live in there.
I think it's alien dirt.
Hey, those look like nerds.
That's the dirt in his hands. Look
It
at
looks
the
like
blues and the purples.
nerds candy.
It does, but it's that's dirt. Blue and purple dirt.
Purple
The old
dirt.
Charlotte Hornets colors.
Mm.
All right, and now we're on to Argentina, the Hornical Mountains. They're more red, like, warmer tones, but look at them. Like, come on.
Yeah, you're right, Sandy. Look at that.
And again, they change color with the lighting. It's amazing. They change all these places change colors depending on the light.
So it makes me wonder what's real. What is that light that's really being shined?
Well, I think it's how we perceive, the reflection of the light, how we perceive it. But
No,
this
you see
mountain
that
on the
now?
right is definitely rainbow. The one on the right is also in this mountain range, again with the straight lines,
You
and
see
it's
what I'm
definitely those colors.
saying? They just too. I mean, come on now. I mean,
It's too straight.
it's too straight. I mean, maybe it's because of how far we is by and looking at it, but that looks just too straight. I mean, even when it go round around in the curve, it comes back the same at the same distance at the same level. That's just
Yeah.
no. That's been created by something, huh? What I have no idea, but
Well, they say that they were carved by glaciers.
that perfect. Well, I need me some glaciers when I need to build me a house. If glaciers doing that, Cuts that good. You give me some skip the Walt and all them other companies. I need me a Glacier. Ah,
Is Teresa backstage? We lost her.
Teresa?
Hey, Brian, we still have like 4 places if you want to keep it moving. There's a lot in here.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we don't. This is Iceland. We're at the end. Ooh, we went through these fast. Good job. So now we're at Iceland. And those are glacial rivers you're looking at on the bottom.
and green. Whew, I want to
Yep.
drink out of that.
That is an enhanced photo. That's HDR, but the other images are not. So
Got me some lemon lime Kool-Aid.
So it is actually that rainbow. You can see it in the distance in some of these pictures. And then the other areas that aren't rainbow are just beautiful. So I included them too.
And when were these Rainbow Mountains discovered?
I don't know. They've Brian. There's tours to these places. They're tourist attractions. They've always been, but I've never heard of them.
No wonder why they tourist attractions look like they was created. 'Cause I showed you, I'm telling you. As soon as they come out with the glacier salt, I'm grabbing it.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What else do you want me to talk about, Sandy? What else do you have?
Whatever you want. You have all the folders there. Whatever you want to cover, you can cover.
What about a white raven? That's pretty interesting.
Okay, that's Teresa's. I don't know where Teresa went.
Has anybody ever heard of a white raven?
They are not albino.
I was just about to say that. Swear
I
she
know,
took the
and
number.
the first comment was about them being albino. They're not albino. They're a different species than the black ravens.
And how long they supposed to been in existence?
They're a different species.
They're a different species. These birds are huge. Their wingspan can be up to 5 or 6 feet.
Man, yeah, I think I seen a video on YouTube of a bird that huge. That's saying they still walking around on the beach. I see some with some 6 feet wings. I'm up.
Mm-hmm. Crazy. Teresa was saying that they're mistreated by the black ravens because they look different. They're like outcasts. Yet I have images of them interacting with the black ravens. So
That's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. There was one other one I saw about Las Vegas. What about Las Vegas?
okay, so there are people who remember this, but Teresa doesn't. And I have like no dog in this fight because I was 4 years old. You were younger. I think you were an infant, Brian. But in 1980, the MGM Grand. This is like the worst disaster in Las Vegas history. It burned, and 80. Well, there's a discrepancy. Some places say 85, others say 87 people were killed, and 627 people were injured. And Teresa doesn't remember it.
This would have made major news.
It
Yeah,
did make
I
major
was only
news.
4. I was only 4, so I don't know nothing about it either.
It was on November 21st, 1980.
The MGM Grand kitchen caught fire, spreading throughout the hotel, killing 87 people, injuring 627 guests, employees, and firefighters.
Mm-hmm. But the image above says 85 killed. But Google says 87, so I don't know which one it is.
One of the two.
It's one of the two. But yeah, I know
Well,
that's 2 people.
I'm
That's
about to.
that. Oh, sorry.
What
Go on.
year was it? MGM 1980.
It cost $50 million over 8 months to rebuild it, and it was reopened in July of 1981. $50 million in 1980. Can you imagine?
That's a lot of money back then.
That's a lot of money. And in 1980, it was estimated that the MGM Grand Hotel may have lost $1 billion during those 8 months of closure. Like, that's how much hotel casinos make. And then Teresa was saying, imagine how much they're losing now with the closures.
Oh yeah, you mean with the COVID?
Yeah.
Well, they recently opened back up, but then did they close again? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're closed again.
It's very sad. You know that? Very sad. What is that a picture of in the top left? Is that
It's still on fire. That's the lobby.
Oh, that's the lobby.
And it's still on fire. That image was taken with it still on fire.
Cool.
Brian, did we cover the ice on your channel?
The what?
The ice.
What ice?
What ice? You'd have to scroll down because it was a couple weeks ago, but there's people in the chat that did not see this. And this is something that everybody, I think, should see. You would have to scroll down to... I'm scrolling. I'm seeing how far down it is. Shouldn't be this far down. Oh yeah. Okay, so scroll down to Scarab 111. You'll see it. Look for Scarab 111 and you'll see ice. Did we cover that?
Scarab 111.
Oh wait, no, that's not the right one. I'm sorry. It's even further up than that. It's Lake Baikal. Did we cover that?
Wait, what's it called? Lake?
Lake Baikal. Baikal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that one.
Did we cover it?
I don't think we covered that one.
All right, well then let's do it because I know there's some people in chat who've seen it, but there's a lot of people who haven't seen it. So,
hey, Teresa's back.
so sorry to Dean and Preliminal. I know you guys have seen this. I think Fiver's seen it. Oh, Teresa's finally here! Yay!
Who? Who's here?
All right, so this you're here, yeah. So this
welcome back, Teresa.
this slide.
Oh, yay.
This slide was for Scarab Performance Channel. What you're looking at there are ice rings that are popping. They were a mystery that were popping up on Lake Baikal. But it turned out that it's not a mystery anymore. Eddies, which is another thing I covered a little while back, eddies are giant whirlpools that are similar to black holes. And that's what's causing these ice rings. And then the eventual
Huh?
collapse of the ice on top. But
Oh,
I presented that the week before this. That's why this slide is here. This, so you can skip this. This is about the ice rings. But we're ancient Lake Baikal is the oldest lake in the world in Siberia, Russia. And Teresa found this strange phenomenon of stones floating on the lake, which led me to a whole deep dive of this lake, which is crazy. But that what you just skipped over described how this happens, but it looks like these rocks are floating on the ice, but they're on a stand of ice.
yeah, that's
Apparently,
weird.
the rocks get warm, melt the ice, but leave a stand. So after the sun is gone, the ice turns solid again, thus creating a small stand for the rock above. It's called a Baikal denizen, or dizen.
I've never heard about this.
And where the rock come from? I mean, that rock it looks out of place. I mean, how do you get, I mean, I'm gonna think look like, I ain't gonna even say it. I'm about to say, maybe a spaceship inside that, because that look as out of place. I mean, it don't, I can understand if you had more of these structures right around it, but just right in that little spot.
Mm-hmm.
No, the very fact that the water, yeah, too. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, the very fact that they're balancing on the water.
I mean, it's just, I don't know. It looks out of, I don't know. Some of this stuff makes you say, you just trying to pull a wool over my head. These people think we stupid. We know y'all done took y'all certain thing and typed it in a typewriter and just stuck it there.
Okay, so all right, so this is the same lake where these gas bubbles have been, like these bubbles have been shown in the community many times. This is the lake that they came from. They're also in Lake Michigan, I believe, one of the Great Lakes. But the original images of the gas bubbles in the lake come from Lake Baikal.
Now, do they freeze up and become spheres?
No, they're methane gas bubbles.
Oh,
And these is not this is just almost science, right? Like it's not
Well,
unusual.
no, there's some weird stuff happening here, like this. Look at these big blue chunks of. Okay, so the ice shards are what got my attention. And we're looking at some of these ice shards now. These big, clear blue chunks of ice.
Yeah, they look like somewhere you can go in there and chill, like it's a room or something. Well,
Hey,
look like a
Tisa.
shelter, look like a shelter under the ice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just you wait. Just you wait. Brian, you got to let me be able to read, too. Because I don't remember the
okay.
presentation exactly right now. But, oh, no, I mean, like, this one I already saw. This is what the shards are what draw tourists and locals to the area in the wintertime. So, I can't, I'll wait to read it until after.
Okay,
Okay,
here.
so the
Got it.
surface of Lake Baikal is patterned with fissures from rapidly changing temperatures and warm flows from eddies. And like I said, eddies are gigantic whirlpools that are similar to black holes, like mathematically similar to black holes.
So that means satellite can't penetrate underneath it.
Yeah. Wait, hold on, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. This is just more. I believe these patterns are created by the water flowing underneath the ice. But the ice is actually several feet thick.
That's crazy.
It looks nice, but I would be staring at.
Oh, they make a road across this lake. Like, that ice is super thick. All right, this is just more pictures of the fissures before we get to the shards.
Hey, don't that look like a cabling network right there?
Yeah, seriously.
Looks like a wiring closet.
I swear.
A neural network.
That's what they put in there. That's why they put in there. Okay.
All right, so what you're
Bill
looking
Gates.
at now is I believe Lake Michigan. So these shards of ice were found on Lake Michigan. Apparently, you know, it's a rare occurrence, of course, but these are nothing compared to the ones on Lake Baikal. So Lake Baikal gets them as well, but not like this. These are like little shards of ice, like they're thin.
I just see a bunch of Post-it sticky notes. That's what it looks like.
It does look like sticky notes, but it is totally ice. It might be
I'm
Lake
sorry.
Erie. I'm not sure. It's gonna tell me in a second. It is Michigan. It is. So
Yep.
why gorgeous ice shards are piling up on Lake Michigan? These were
Hold on,
spotted
hold
on
on,
Lake
wait a minute.
Michigan
Lake
in
Michigan is right in my
2018.
city.
But they're small compared to what I'm about to show you. So this was in 2018 on Lake Michigan. These little shards of ice that covered like the entire surface of the water.
You better not fall in that. Well,
That's a great
But
find.
I'm saying, don't get me wrong. It's still crazy looking. But when you see what I'm about to show you, if you haven't already seen this, you'll see why this is nothing. This is nothing.
and that look like a scene out of Superman.
Okay, so yeah, exactly. No, this is a scene from Superman.
Yes.
Here you go.
There you go.
That. Look at that. Those are the shards on Lake Baikal. Look at these things.
I swear it look like a scene, man.
It looked like the what is it? The Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, come on now. Look at these shards.
Somebody made a table and chairs.
Man, they just made them a table and chair about
Oh yeah,
shit.
he goes out to the lake to carve the shards into artwork and sometimes tables and chairs.
He didn't put him something in the basket by taking to the pawn shop.
Hey, Charkay.
Hey, Charkay.
That look like a diamond.
I know, it's just ice.
Wonder what that dude had that cart. They go out there and give me a cart there.
So people go there and pick up these chunks of ice and take pictures behind them.
That is so cool.
That one is filtered. It was filtered to look like a drawing, but I have more coming up that are not filtered.
Okay.
And that lets you see how thick the ice is. There's actually a scuba diver taking some of these images from underneath. So you could look how big these shards of ice are. Like, come on.
Gosh.
Well, we can't never say we run out of ice. I thought they said the ice was melting.
Yeah, I thought it was melting.
Don't look like that ice melting.
And where's Lake Baikal again? It's in Russia, right?
Siberia, yeah.
Yeah, Russia, Siberia, Russia.
It is not It is not easy to get to. You gotta take trains and you have to wait for the road, the ice road to freeze thick enough for it to. They mark out a road when it's thick enough to drive on.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. People, wait a minute. Are you telling me people waiting until the ice get thick to go across it like a road?
They drive right across the lake.
All right, them some brave
Cars,
souls. They
yeah, because
brave.
cars have been known to sink when but that's usually because people go off the road, or they'll go on it before the road has been marked out, and the ice isn't thick enough yet, and that's when cars have been known to sink.
You know what? I won't be visiting out there.
Yeah, there's probably like a ton of cars at the bottom of that lake.
Fully preserved.
Brian, pick whatever you want.
I'm trying to pick one here. I'm looking at this shell, and then there's another one about steakums. What about steakums?
Oh, that's just the spelling. I made a graphic for it.
Okay, sure. Let's do that because, heck, some of us are still hungry.
Yeah, Teresa pointed this out. We don't know if it's an old Mandela effect or not, so we didn't know if we needed to credit anyone. But Teresa noticed the spelling. She thinks it's an older Mandela effect, though.
Yeah, I think it might be steakums.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you remember
what do you
1,
remember?
2, 3, or 4, guys?
In the chat, 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Man, I'm looking at all four of themselves. I'm getting hungry. Hold on.
Now, Sandy, you did that graphic?
Yeah.
You modified the letters?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
In
Shit, graphic
Photoshop?
design.
With Photoshop?
Well, I use an alternative to Photoshop that's free. Well,
Which
it's
one
not
is
free. It's $12, but Photoshop is $10 a month. Art Studio Pro is $12, and you never pay anything ever again. So I use Art Studio Pro.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Is that on Android or is that a computer program?
Yeah.
Is it an app like for iPhone?
iPad, but it's also on Android.
I'm about to go get that now.
I'm about to go look.
Yeah. Also, well, guys, you
know,
still gotta know what you're doing.
hey, hey, you know what? You got to get these things while they cheap because so next thing you know, everybody going to subscription. I think that that program Power Director. At first it was like $3.99, and now they want a payment per month now. So the people that got it after they did the payment a month got to pay like $9.99 a month. So when you get these nuggets that you just pay one fee, I don't know how long they gonna last.
Mm-hmm. I agree. You gotta catch it while it's cheap. All right, guys. So it is number 2 now. UMM. I remember 3. UMS. And I agree with you, Preliminal. They do not taste the same as when we were growing up. Now they're like mushy and greasier. More grease, less meat.
So which one is it?
Current reality is number 2. UMM.
I would say probably number 3. That's what I would say.
Same. Teresa and I remember number 3. It is currently number 2. You're looking at the logos now. So this is a 1997 television show starring Barbara Walters. Check out that G and T and the RPO. Look at the G and the T. The G makes the T.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it may be that T is missing that side. You know how they've been taking the sides off them T's anyway.
Yeah, they have been taking the side.
It didn't even have a cross. The G is the cross. So there's
Mhm.
residue of how I remember the strait right there going into the Mediterranean, that nice big gap. That's exactly how I remember it. And that's the set of Turning Point from 1997.
Oh yeah, the strait. Yeah. Okay, so what
Yep.
we're looking at here is Europe.
Yep.
I was wondering what that was.
Yes. So you're looking at Portugal, Spain, and Africa, separated by water instead of like a tiny little canal. That is the logo on the floor, so you can see it wasn't just the logo in the opening. It's the actual logo for the show. Teresa found residue of Sears and Roebuck for me.
Yeah, it was Sears and Roebuck. What it is now is Sears, Roebuck and Company.
Yes, it's always been Sears, Roebuck, and Company. But for me,
Yeah.
it was just Sears and Roebuck.
Sears
Yeah,
and Roebuck.
they even said it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I ain't never really shopped at Sears, but
What do you think about the British flag right there?
That's some residue.
Yep. Without it looking like a pinwheel or a swastika.
Yep. I got more of it too. Teresa found this residue. Now I discussed, Brian, you weren't around for this.
What's
I
that?
discussed the change. There's changes happening to the stars on the hat, and there's changes happening to the suit, where now the suit can be striped and have stars on the vest and all sorts of crazy stuff. Like the pants can be striped now. It's so weird. There's so much variation with Uncle Sam now. It's crazy, including a star pattern on the hat like that, which I don't remember. But
I don't
Teresa found
remember that.
residue of the stripes. And then, this, I don't remember this either. And this has been the logo apparently since 1998. I looked it
No
up on
way.
Wikipedia.
No,
Yeah.
no.
According to Logopedia, take it with a grain of salt. It could be wrong. But Logopedia says it's been the logo since
Cream,
1998.
you talking about cream of wheat, the E, the A, and the M are merged?
And the E and the A in the bottom. And it's got the little wispies on all the letters, on the W, the A, the T. It's so, the M, it's so stylized. The R is pointy.
They were never merged. I don't remember them being merged.
I don't either. But again, I'm just going by Logopedia. I remember them just plain block letters. So Teresa found this residue of Home Depot. That's all it is, just residue of Home Depot.
Wait, hold on. Is Highlander merged now?
Yeah, Highlander looks like that.
No way.
And it has the tagline, "There can be only one." Now I remember that there can be only one, but I don't remember it on the poster. And then at the top of the poster, if you scroll up, see the red box at the top? There's now a whole blurb on the poster. And I did a whole series of these. All the movie posters have changed. They all have blurbs like this. From another time comes a man of great power, a man of incredible strength, an immortal about to face his greatest challenge. And I think it has ... 4 dots, not 3. So that whole thing's messed up.
Yeah, movie posters have definitely changed.
Yeah. What am I
What's
looking
this
at?
here?
Oh, this is residue. Remember when I covered Annie? The white part was getting black lines around it. Do you remember that? When we did the Annie costume? Brian?
I don't know if I remember that one.
look like
Yeah,
they
we did
playing.
it a long time ago. But this is residue with no black lines around the white part.
And they
Oh
playing.
yeah, I remember
Huh?
now.
Look like they playing at the statue.
Yeah, well, this was the audition for the Broadway production of Annie. That's why. So here's residue of 5 blades for Freddy Krueger.
What does he have now?
4. There
No,
isn't
he
one
had
on
a
his
thumb
thumb.
one, didn't he?
He does not have one on his thumb now.
What do you remember, E-Man?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think because I remember when she took them things out of the when she showed her mama. I'm thinking, trying to think. Hold on. Hmm.
This is
He
an old
wearing
Mandela effect. So
Right now,
yeah.
I don't remember one on his thumb. I'm trying to because the glove I think went over his finger. It wasn't. I don't know if it went on his. I don't know. I lied because it's like a glove.
Weird
Like
one.
So check it. This is 1998 or 95. I can't remember the year, but it's the 90s. Check out the logo. It was not like that. Nope.
Hanes?
Yeah.
You mean, was it like that for all the Hanes stuff?
The pantyhose. I don't know. I
Oh.
know it was like that for the pantyhose, and it was not like that at all.
Wow. More British flag residue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there
Yeah,
you
this
go,
stuff was.
E-Man. E-Man, there's your tease.
Oh no! Wait, wait. Listen. The top is the logo the way it's always been. The bottom is how I remember it, and it's on their headquarters.
Yep. Hey,
Good
be
night, like
careful.
God, Sea Warrior. Thanks for staying here tonight. Hey, Bluebeard. So this is Joey's work, where Joey works. I sit and stare at this awning every day. Every day. That YES was not merged. And now it is. The name of the place is Uprise. A pun. Rye bread. So the yes in rye is it's completely merged now.
Wow.
That's a duplicate. You can skip it. All right, so my friend Gemini Vision did a video a while back about the Death Star being incomplete now in the original movie, and he remembers it solid, and this is residue of it being solid. Do you want to pull up the Death Star and show him what it looks like? Or you want me to send you a picture of what it looks like?
Wait, from you talking about A New Hope?
No, the new movie. No, not the new movie. I mean, the original.
The original 1970s Star Wars, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to find. Here, let me show you a picture. I'm gonna send you a picture. A scene.
Okay.
I think this is the first one or the second one. I don't remember if he said the first one or the second one. But regardless, it's incomplete now, and he remembers it being solid.
Yeah, let's see all you Star Wars fans out there. See if you remember this. You remember it being complete or incomplete?
And here's another image of it from the other direction, so you can see just how incomplete It is. You see the other image, Brian?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Dean Johnson says Twitter for the fact checkers. That's the fact, Jack. So look how incomplete it is. I don't remember that. I remember it's solid like he does. It was solid. I've been trying to get Gemini Vision to come back to YouTube. He's on TikTok. If anyone misses Gemini Vision, go to TikTok.
Oh, he's doing videos on there now?
Yeah.
It looks so weird.
Mm-hmm.
And not that it's not that it's incomplete just on one side. It's like there's multiple parts now where it's got like gashes in it on all sides now. Let's see what's in the comments here. Bluebeard says first Death Star was fully completed.
Mm-hmm. And now it's not.
Let's see. Well,
Did they complete the bigger CERN yet?
The what?
The bigger CERN. You know, they was trying to make a bigger one.
There's like 8 different CERNs now. But I don't know if they completed the big one. Let me look.
I think it was 130.
Large Hadron.
hey, you know I'm gonna have to cover some logos, right? Sandy?
Okay. Go for
Is
it.
that all right?
Yep. Hold on for a second.
Can we do one of mine?
Oh yeah, we didn't tell our audience, Sandy.
One. I want to
Sandy,
do one.
we didn't get to tell our audience of why I'm wearing Darth Vader costume in my icon.
Go ahead. So Teresa should tell everyone then.
Yeah, Teresa, you tell everyone.
Why is he wearing Darth Vader, Teresa? Teresa? Teresa?
Okay, what's his name? David Prowse?
Yeah.
He died today, right?
Yes. The guy.
So we had an unfortunate thing happen. For any of you guys that are huge Star Wars fans, we had a really unfortunate thing happen. David Prowse, the original Darth Vader, who played him, not the voice, because the voice was done by
James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes. We can hear you, Teresa. We can hear you.
Can she hear us? That's the question.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Now we can.
Oh,
Wherever you're at, just stay right where you are.
and of course, the
No,
internet's not working.
she can't hear us. She can't hear us, Brian. So, you're just skipping through these. I don't remember. Okay, go. The logos you're skipping through. I can't tell you what's weird about them.
Okay, so what's weird about this last one here, British Airways?
Oh, that's just merged. Oh no, the ones. I'm sorry. There's ones instead of for the eyes. Do you see them?
Yep, I see it.
I don't remember the ones. Vans, I don't remember having a tagline off the wall on their logo.
No.
Look at the E's in speed, safety, and comfort. The F and the E's. I'm
It's
not gonna
almost
say
like
it's a
they're
change,
they're
but it's
flipping
weird.
you a bird.
Yeah, kind of. At the bottom is residue of the old earth.
Yep, perfect. Yeah, there you go. South America right under North America.
And the opening in Europe.
Forward with the squiggly. And the open O and the
Well,
R.
no, that's not it. Do you remember the logo in a football and an eagle? I don't. Do you remember the football and the eagle logo?
No.
I've looked at the Logopedia page for Ford so many times, and I've never seen these logos before.
Are they in there now?
Yeah.
Orion, the R and the I's merged.
Mm-hmm.
Oracle.
And I went all the way
Oh,
back to
yeah.
the beginning for it.
You know Oracle, right, Brian?
Yeah, Oracle. Yeah, Java.
Do
They
you
make
remember
Java.
the A and the R? Do you remember the A and the R looking like that? Because I don't.
The R look real strange. It looks out unbalanced. You know how when artists do or they do logos, it normally look balanced. That don't look balanced.
Nope. We're seeing these cutouts all the time.
Oh, you know what I noticed? I'll tell you what, Bimbo Bread. You look at
The
the
what?
logo for Bimbo Bread.
I don't know what that is, but I take your word for it.
The logo. Check out the logo with the bees are cut out.
Yeah, I
Is
see
that?
it.
I don't know if that's a change or it's company design. I don't know the company a whole lot. I was really posing it out there for you guys, posing the question. If any of you know Bimbo Bread, notice that one eye symbolism we're getting from Hollywood Pictures
Yep.
of the Sphinx, and then Columbia House.
Look at
yeah.
the A.
Yeah,
I
the
mean, look,
triangle.
it's all merged, but look at the A
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and the CH, the IA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sandy, you do a lot of work putting this all together. You know.
Yeah, it's okay. I enjoy it.
You do a good job, Sandy.
Thanks,
Great
Brian.
job,
But look,
Sandy.
check this out. Look, do you remember Oakley looking like that from 75 to 93? Come on now.
No.
Come on.
I don't even think they have designs like that. Lord Jesus, that looks out of. That look like something they will probably do today, but to be 75, no. Mm-mm.
No, not even 93.
Looks like we're seeing more Rainbow Mountains and stuff like that in that folder.
Oh, yeah. Flickr does some weird stuff sometimes and throws extra stuff in places. Or you went in the dump folder instead of the logo folder.
No, that was the logos folder. It was at the tail end.
Yeah, Yeah, that was a flicker glitch.
All right,
But
let's talk
yeah.
about this. Can we talk about one more, maybe fainting plants?
Sure. If it was Teresa was here, the fainting plants, there's not much to show, so this is gonna be a quick one. But Teresa, this is hers, and she's not here.
You said fainting plants?
Yeah, fainting, like passing out.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, they faint. Oh,
Plants
thank you,
can faint
Scrappy. Oh,
They must be dehydrated.
now.
so the fainting nerve plant. There's different plants that do this. Slight touch, sound, change in temperature can make a plant faint. Now,
Oh Lord, they got emotions. You go walk up to the plant and say boo.
on the left is before it faints, and on the right you can see it completely fell down. It will
Yeah.
recover and go back to normal. That plant has fainted. Yes, has slammed the sunglasses. Oakley, yes. And left, you can see if you look on the right, see the one leaf is closing in. It's like pointing on the top right.
They look like ferns or persimmons.
They are a fern. A nerve plant is a fern. Yes.
Interesting.
That's crazy. So what is this guy doing with his finger right here?
Oh, he's
What's
just
he
touching
doing?
it so that the leaves close up. He just
Wow.
touches it so that the things faint. Oh, there is something I want to show you though from last. There is a folder you have to go look at.
So that means they can
Because
still touch now.
especially if Esther is still here, because she missed this one and it's good. So can you go to the folder succulents? I know it doesn't sound exciting, but trust me. Go to succulents.
All right, this will be the last one we cover tonight. So this is a good one, I'm hoping.
Oh gosh, the end of it is the best. Hopefully people in the chat who saw it can vouch for me.
I'm sorry, my internet started acting up.
Good,
Again.
Esther. This is the one you missed, and you need to see the end of this folder. So stick around. All right. So generally, I want the chat and you guys to generally describe what a succulent is. If you know what a succulent is, don't switch images, Brian. Stay here. Stay here a minute. I want people to tell me general characteristics of what a succulent is. Like, Brian, E-Man, do you guys even know what a succulent is?
I've heard of a succulent pear.
No, this is a plant. This is a plant.
It sounds like a plant that absorbs some kind of something. It absorbing something to
Well,
have a
Esther's already given the answer I'm looking for. She says, I always thought they were small and didn't need a lot of upkeep. The key word we're looking at is small. You can go on now, Brian.
Okay.
I always thought they were small too. Earlier this year, I discovered that succulents can now be trees.
What?
These are succulent trees. But this isn't the what part. Just you wait. They can now also be several feet high. Just a plant, not a tree. And they look like statues. Do you see this? Are you looking at this?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
It look like eyes. Lord Jesus.
But this is nothing. This one. Just wait till the end is. The end is insane. Someone said, I think it was Preliminal. I could be wrong. Maybe it was his slam. Somebody said that next you're going to see dinosaurs at those rainbow places. Well, hold on. So Teresa found these succulents that look like mermaid tails, and that's what made me discover what I'm about to show you. These are normal succulents. They're small. And that's what I remember. I remember these. These are succulents that you're looking at now. These little small hardy plants that don't need a lot of water. They come in all strange shapes and colors. But they generally will fit in the palm of your hand. That was the number one thing they had in common. They were all small.
Now I have a question. When you see discrepancies, and what I mean is the situation of the product that you're looking at, it still exists, but then you have an extension or a duplicate of something that's different. Does that account for regional or just it's across the board? You know what I'm saying?
This is
We have
across the board. There's
okay.
across the board. There's all different. There's normal succulents, and now there's ones that are called giant succulents. We are looking at giant succulents today. Like they're giant. Like the ones on the left are about the size of a basketball. The
So
one
this
in
is
the
not a
middle.
different region that these are growing in, a different climate. They still grow little ones in the same region, right?
Yes. Yes. So there's another one of Teresa's mermaid tails. I forgot to include it, so I threw it in there.
That looks like a pine cone.
It does. I have bunny-shaped succulents, dolphin-shaped succulents. There's all sorts of crazy shaped succulents, but I've never seen them bigger than a small little thing. There's bushes. There's things like the ones on the top right are about the size. Like you could probably hug it. It's so big.
Wow.
Like some of them are like plant size and some are tree size, but this isn't what I want to show you. It's coming up. When it comes up, you'll know.
What are these guys called here?
They're all giant succulents. They stand a couple feet high. You can see the little cactuses next to them. And this one looks like a statue, the bottom middle, and that's about 4 or 5 feet high in a pot.
How about to say that look like some cabbage?
And then they have small ones, and then they're also rainbow colors. I've never seen that before. Okay, so now we're getting to the what I'm trying to get at. Brian, can you zoom in on the top left? Do you see the woman standing there?
Yeah.
Do you see the size of that succulent?
I think it's saying "Feed me, Seymour."
Man,
Do you see how big that is?
they look like that thing that you seen on the monster that monster eating plant.
Yeah. It says "Feed me, Seymour."
Here we go. I gave you a full-size image of it. Look at the girl next to the succulent. That's real. That's a blue agave giant succulent.
It look like it's a snake. I mean, them things look like they moving. Like they trying to get her hand shake.
And then these are like outside someone's front door, so you can see how big these succulents really are.
So what's
These little ones.
they don't need any or not much water, right? They don't need much water.
Right, they don't need much water, but I do not remember succulents being the size of a small house. Like, that's insane. These are new to me. Does anybody else remember seeing succulents the size of a house?
Esther made a comment here.
She saw the giant blue agave. Yeah. Go ahead, Brian.
No, you can read it.
I've never seen anything like that. And I've never, ever known succulents to be bigger than like palm size. And now they're trees and prehistorically large plants.
You think that maybe they're beginning to do geno splicings in the plants, because I know they doing geno slicing and a whole lot of stuff, and so maybe.
No, that stuff's been around. The blue agave's been around forever. But blue agave can be small as well. Again, there's regular succulents and then there's giant succulents. So there's regular blue agave and then there's giant blue agave.
So they ain't had no growth hormone put into the seed. Because these people with these growth hormone DNA slicing, they be making stuff big a lot. And that's why I'm thinking, they try to grow these things large for a reason.
They come out of a lab, I guess.
Yeah, and that's what I'm wondering. Are these just a experiment, or how long they be around? I mean, what is the history behind the giant succulents?
Yeah, as far as I can tell, giant succulents have always been around. And succulent trees have always been around too.
Yeah, that sounds
As a matter of fact, the oldest tree is a bottle tree on an island near New Zealand. It may be a New Zealand island, I'm not sure. But the bottle tree is a succulent as well. And they can also be found in Africa, but they're the oldest tree. So succulents have always been trees. There's always been a giant variety, and I've never heard of them before. Never seen them before.
Just crazy.
They get weirder and weirder every time.
Man, this is great show, man.
It's been a great show. One last one that I don't think we covered yet, Sandy, was about the NBC logo.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So, how many people recall the NBC logo?
I do.
I guess with the peacock, right?
Yeah, well, there's two things going on here. I don't remember this logo from 1957. Now, I obviously was not around in 1957, but I have seen the Logopedia page many times for NBC, and I've never seen this logo until this past week.
It looks like it. You see what I'm saying? These changes, and then look at it. The N and the B is merged together.
And the C, yeah, it's all merged. But yeah, I see what you mean. It's the same letter. Yep.
Yes.
But Teresa, guys, the only difference here between 1, 2, 3, and 4 is the purple color. Which purple do you remember?
It's just. Oh Lord Jesus, that's too. What they call it? That's too exact.
Well, here's the
I
thing,
know
too,
it's.
Sandy. When I was growing up, I don't remember ever being a peacock either.
You
You?
don't remember a peacock?
I don't remember like the little slot right here. I just remember it being like a flower, sort of,
You know what?
without the peacock.
I kind of agree with that. I actually kind of agree with you
I
on
don't
that.
remember it being a peacock, is what I'm saying.
Huh? You know, I'm gonna have to make it now, right? I'm gonna have to make that logo to see what it looked like.
Yeah, you'll have to do that, Sandy. So which one is it, guys? Which one do you remember?
Now that dark purple
So,
don't seem right. It
I
looks
want to say it's number 3.
yeah.
okay, you say Athena Rain says 2, Brian says 3,
I said
Teresa
two.
says 4, and
I
you
said
say
two.
2. Great. So 2 3s and 4s. Guys, it's currently number 1 and always has been.
No,
Let me see. Let me see number one.
that's just too light. Too light of a
It's,
purple.
it's always been number 1.
Hmm.
The
Oh well.
muted purple,
Like I said
like
earlier, I
gray
know
purple.
just that what you that's just exact.
I mean, does
And
anybody
that's what
is
Teresa
anybody
said.
with me?
Yeah, Teresa remembers it more vibrant. That's the key. And the reason why there's so many here is because I kept trying to make it more vibrant. And she's like, no, a little more purple, a little more vibrant. So I got like these 3 to choose from. And of course everybody's choosing 2, 3, or 4, and it's 1. So it is different for everyone in the chat that's said something. It is number 1 and always has been. It's been that muted purple. That muted purple was even used in the old Peacock logo where it was like the long strips with the circles. They even
Yeah.
used the purple there too.
Like
Same
Sandy,
purple, number
let
1.
me ask you, when did you realize it was when did you realize it was a peacock?
Just now when you said something.
You never
Like
realized it was a peacock.
no, I realized it was a peacock, but that's not what I mean. I mean I could clearly see it's a peacock. But you just made me realize it may not have been.
I don't think it was. I seriously don't think it was, guys. Anybody else with me on that? Like, who remembers NBC from the 80s?
So you don't think that little because
The little
only
plot is not supposed to be there.
it does look out of place.
The little, what do you call that?
A little
The
bite off the.
Yeah, let me see what the chat says. Anyone else with me on that one? Maybe you can find somebody drawing an NBC logo.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. But Esther says it does look off. Not sure why, but it does. Athena Rain says, I do. For some reason, I always started kind of day have the peacock and then fanned out. So she remembers the peacock.
I'm not remembering that. Maybe I'm just senile or something.
No, I think you're right. I don't remember the peacock. It was like just a rainbow of color. Just a
Yeah,
rainbow, just like an arch.
that's what I'm remembering.
Well, you know what? Next week, I will have the graphic to compare and see if maybe seeing it strikes a bell with people. Sometimes you need to see it, you know?
Well, I know if I need some graphics done, I know where to get the link in. Called LinkedIn Sandy.
Mm-hmm. All
Chart
right, guys.
K, there is an older logo where the plumes spread out. So it's possible you guys are thinking of the older logo.
I don't remember being a peacock.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I'm gonna don't worry, I'm gonna make it. Because I can picture it in my head. I'm gonna make the logo. Don't worry. Because it also used to be, what is it? It used to be CBS and then it switched to NBC. Do you remember when the colors were for CBS? and then they changed. Then CBS and NBC changed logos, which is the weirdest thing ever. But I remember it happening. Am I the only one who remembers this? Did you draw that, or is that a
No,
residue?
it might be possible residue. Someone drew it.
It's just disconnected. Let me see if I can get back in the show. Probably not.
Well, we
There
might
you go.
want to go ahead. I guess we'll call it a night, Sandy, and then next week we're gonna have. You want to talk about next week, Sandy?
Yeah, I'll show. I'll have it ready for next week.
Okay. What else is happening next week, Sandy?
Well, next week on Friday we have a show with Curious and Curiouser and Mandela Monday tomorrow night. So whatever day you want to do it next week, that's not Monday or Friday. We're open.
See, what about Thursday?
Sounds good.
All right. That'll be
All right.
my birthday night.
All right. We'll see you next Thursday, guys, or this Thursday. We'll see you
Please
Thursday
join
night.
us. Please join us this Thursday night, guys. We'll see you next time. Take it easy, okay?
Good night.
Good night. Thanks
Night.
EJ, for coming on.
All right, no problem.
We hope you could join us again on Thursday.
Hey, yeah, just send me the link.
All right, we'll do, brother.
Yeah.
Everyone, have a good night and be safe.
Good night, everyone.